You are with Spider Loke, Most Easty, aka VJ Keyway, and the Google Gang. Let's go!
Snakewood Net Hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spider Loke. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
Jeter, gratitude is the attitude. Show is a blessing. To be back in the black box as we blow us a session. The constant, consistent, continuous content creation campaign continues. Those are the 7 C's. And as you navigate these, I'm the captain of the ship, SPI Easty, a.k.a. VJ Keyway, Mr. 1597 himself. It's time for some more R&R, so go ahead, roll up, relax, as we randomly react to this content in these YouTube streets. Man, we got the boy 50 Cent reacting to Kid Cudi testifying in the shitty Diddy in the City trial. Y'all don't seem to be into the Diddy news in the black box. Every time I react to it, it's like, I'm sure y'all into the story elsewhere, but y'all definitely don't apparently like to talk about it too much in the black box, but maybe 50 Cent take on it might help y'all be a little more interested. So with no further ado, let's see what 50 Cent claims Kid Cudi has been up to.
Cassie's mother took the stand yesterday saying that Sean Combs demanded $20,000 from...
Shout out Big Ant, Hood Postman, Urban TV, Urban Politician TV.
From her.
And she said she had to take out of a loan and just in order to pay it, and that she did because she feared for her daughter's safety. Cassie's mother, Regina, says Diddy demanded the money after becoming enraged that Cassie was dating someone else. She also says that he threatened to release sex tapes of her daughter. And so she felt like she had to give him the money so that wouldn't happen. Diddy's former personal assistant also took the stand, saying that he prepared hotel rooms for Diddy's freak-offs. And the jury heard from an exotic dancer who said that he was hired to participate in them. And Diddy is pleading not guilty to charges of sex trafficking and racketeering. And then rapper and entertainer Kid Cudi is expected to take the stand to testify about his brief relationship with Cassie 14 years ago. And they want to talk about how he was threatened because of it. And at one point, his car was blown up. Diddy threatened and said that he would do it. And then at one point, his car was blown up. So they're going to talk about that while he's on the stand. He's expected to take the stand there.
Wow. Again, I think it's going to go on another probably 5 weeks.
The email alleged that Diddy was going to release 2 explicit sex tapes of Cassie on or before Christmas, and that he also mentioned to Cassie that he hurt her and it wouldn't be by his hands, that he would actually be out of the country when this went down. The prosecution asked, how did she feel when she received the email? She said, it scared her, it threw her off. And she said what really stuck out to her and what really threw her off was the mention of the sex tapes. Like, wait, what? There's sex tapes? Her mom,
she's just so feminine.
Also made note that Kid Cudi was mentioned in this email as well. And that at the same time, or not too far from them receiving this email, Sean Combs then reached out to Cassie's mom and her dad, allegedly her mom and her mom's husband, and demanded $20,000 from them because he was mad at Cassie. And when they asked, well, what was he mad at Cassie about? Her mom alleges that he was mad about Cassie's relationship with Kid Cudi, and he had recently...
See how when she breathes and she resets, she don't smack? So sophisticated, sexy, sensual, seductive. My bad, go ahead, Lauren.
Spent $20,000 on Cassie for some reason and was demanding the money back.
Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in as this Diddy federal RICO sex trafficking trial is getting wilder by the day, as they is holding nothing back and they putting it all on display for everybody to see. From all the lubricants, sex toys, and conversations being used, all the way when you can read the...
We just nosy, man. It ain't really out there for us to see. It's out there to be adjudicated in court. Everybody just knows it.
Interviews of the people on the stand, from the escorts to the assistants and everything with it. They is now saying that Kid Cudi about to come on the stand and testify. And I had links in the description where you can watch the clips in the beginning in full from Fox and Lauren LaRosa, who been doing a good job keeping us updated.
She been doing an awesome, excellent, amazing job.
She been coming through with the full breakdowns through day by day with it. As you heard there, Kid Cudi is coming on next. We seen his name getting mentioned in the lawsuit. They said he testified by this week. Now somebody by the name of 50 Cent, who we know is taking some enjoyment to this. And I don't even know if he's taking enjoyment with it, but he most definitely been poking fun at Diddy since it started. And when he got the news that Kid Cudi was going to be testifying, he went to the Gram and said, Kid Cudi going to testify like I'm on your A, not Diddy. Don't act like you didn't do it now. You did it. LOL. And he put up photos of Kid Cudi wearing the dress.
Keep it a Google. If anybody else said that shit wouldn't even be funny. That shit just so regular, so plain. He got the world, like, no matter what he say, they gonna be, oh, that's so here. I don't even understand how that's newsworthy. I thought he had something else to say other than that. Oh, my mama.
Mocking him as well with this when the news that came out that he was going to be testifying. And if you've been following the channel, you already know why I stand with that lame weirdo chump nigga Kid Cudi, with him wearing the dresses, taking the pictures with the boy like he had a marriage, and painting his fingernail polish just to get back hot and be up in the news and the algorithm at that time.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way, yeah. Keeping it to Google, he does like a character that'll fit perfect in a Diddy world though. Oh my mama.
Selling his soul, trying to make it a tribute with the Kurt Cobain stuff and all that other Hollywood flipping and catching action that he had going on. Nigga, we ain't going. He's some complete weirdo.
That's that shit. He's a queerdo, man.
But that's a different discussion. If you know, you know. We'll talk about that at some other time. And write-ups from this had said, rapper and actor Kid Cudi is expected to testify at the Sean Diddy Combs sex trafficking trial this week, taking the witness stand to tell the jury about his brief relationship 14 years ago with Combs' ex-girlfriend, the R&B singer Cassie. Prosecutors say Combs was so upset about the relationship that he arranged to have Kid Cudi's convertible firebombed, according to court filings.
Hey, people don't get, they keep overreacting to this to the Cassie portion of the testimony and the trial. They're like, oh, this wasn't that, this wasn't it, he gonna walk. Y'all don't realize the feds did not rely on that Cassie testimony to nail the nail in the coffin. They knew that there was gonna be some holes poked in it, there was gonna be some questionable things, but they wanted the totality of what could be heard from Cassie's perspective to make an impression on that juror as they move forward through their case. They weren't relying on that to win the case. Oh my mama, all they needed her portion to plant a little bit of seed negativity from the jurors toward Puffy. Now they're gonna add the pieces together and make it seem like, well, if he did that little bit, and that, hey, how can we say he's not guilty? That's how they trying to do it.
Whose legal name is Scott Miscuddy, won't be called to the stand before Thursday. Prosecutors informed the judge. In the meantime, a federal agent resumed testifying Wednesday in the Manhattan courtroom about what investigators found when they raided Combs' home in March 2024, 6 months before his arrest last September.
People don't even understand. Having a gun with the serial numbers shaved off is a federal crime within itself.
He says Combs threatened her over a relationship with Miscuddy. Miscuddy and Cassie dated in 2011 while she was still involved with Combs.
He should have just came out with the name Scuddy. That sounds harder than Kid Cudi.
Cassie testified that Combs discovered their relationship after finding emails between her and Miscuddy's staff on her phone during a freak-off. Combs then lunged at her with the wine bottle opener, she testified. Now, what they're alleging with this car bombing is because they didn't say they had the actual documented proof, like without a doubt that Diddy did it, but they said he made threats that he was going to do it. He told Cassie he was going to do it, and then it did happen.
That's circumstantial evidence which can be just as effective in a trial or in a court scenario as actual physical evidence or witness testimony.
He did tell Cassie, hey, I'm going to blow his car up or something like that. And that's what they're going to be talking about in the courtroom whenever they decide to bring him in. Now, when it comes to her mother, she testified. Diddy was upset. She had to take out a home equity loan for the $20,000, and she sent the money right over, but Diddy eventually sent the money back to her. And that comes off to me as Diddy, with that situation, they said he was threatening to put out the tapes. They had the photos. She had the photos of Cassie being bruised.
Sending it back also kind of lends to the concept of manipulation and control. Like, oh, he gets some compliance, or they not happy with him, or he's not having the communication that he desires, send the money back, and now he has a mended relationship with Cassie to some degree.
Up, like Cassie had told her what was going on. Diddy was tripping. They got into a fight on Christmas that's around that same time as well, where they was arguing outside, and Cassie mama was into it with him as well about all this stuff going on. But Diddy, power trip, ego, tripping, emotional, full of that dope, full of all them drugs that he be on, and they didn't put them all out there for the world to see. Diddy was a drug addict, was on the pills, the Exos, and everything else, going crazy. And they said,
don't forget the pink powder.
Like, hey, Diddy was basically tripping and out of line and crossing the line because she was dealing with Cudi. Now, she dealing with them at the same time. And we know, dog, this how this stuff go with the D and the P getting involved with it. But as I said before, I stand on this with it. We see 50 Cent, he just go troll. He just want, this is what he does for his branding and marketing. I ain't for no nigga.
Yeah, and you could have reported on this without making me think it was really about what dude said. I don't think the Black Box, the Google gang gonna be too happy with that, but we riding with you though, we ain't tripping.
I laugh at that niggas going to jail, but I do know that people is gonna click the video when they see 50 Cent talking about it and stuff, and it makes it to where you can still break it down and people get the information. That's
wow, he answered my question.
the reason I be doing that. But with this right here, as I said, dog, Diddy, abuser, this is known. They've admitted that. Diddy, crossing the line, this is known. This is a thing. But just taking all the violent acts, the domestic violence, abuse, his drug usage, and putting this in a thing where we say this is all a RICO, but at the same time, he has affected a lot of people. He's done a lot of people wrong in this circle or made people feel away. But now the way that the feds work, this is the government, they make the rules where they say, hey, we're going to take all your crimes that you committed and you use your enterprise, your money, your influence, and your power structure to affect all these people. We get them all in the courtroom at one time, get them to testify in front of a jury, make you look like a complete scumbag and like you're a nuisance and a problem to society. Who knows what they'll come up with? I'll say innocent until proven guilty on the RICO charges with this, because that is like, man, when we hear sex trafficking, bro, let's keep it a band. Sex trafficking, and to me, it's like, hey, bro, I'm holding people hostage, and really, like, they don't have a choice. They can't leave. Nigga, I'm keeping them cooped up.
Me too. That's how I look at it. But what good does that do us to look at it how we used to look at it or think what we used to think or thought? They showing us it's a broader sense to the word. So what I thought, what you thought, they thought something else, and they thoroughly moving forward with their thought process. Sex trafficking is more than what we assume.
Up and chained up, they illegals, they not really registered citizens in America, and I'm capitalizing on all that, keeping them in a house. Now they didn't raise that up to really just things like even with pimping now, what used to be pimping and pandering, they call that sex trafficking, any type of form of people doing sex work. But now it got to the point where they using it on his ex. Diddy paying these male sex workers. We done seen them niggas come up there and testify and talk about how nasty pissy Diddy and nasty Cassie got with them as well. Diddy and Cassie was in love with
Shitty Diddy and nasty Cassie.
Each other, very much so from what I'm reading and gathering. I wasn't there. I wouldn't want to see a woman go through those things at all, but she fell in love with that lifestyle, the money, the flash, the glitz and the glamour, but then also the other part of the lifestyle, the being super duper high and the sexual experiences you getting from being that high. But then the dark side of that comes the abuse, the violence, maybe feeling like you ain't got no choice. Oh, feeling like I can't go date nobody else. He all I got now. I got to deal with whatever he got to say, because she had felt trapped at times. I'm pretty sure she probably did. I'm just saying for the RICO charges, they gonna word it how they want to word
It
it.
seems like don't nobody question Tina Turner's story. Ike got a bad rap. I don't know if it's a bum rap, but his reputation ain't shit. All because Tina said, and whatever few people witnessed it. And it wasn't. It may have been worse than what we've been told, but we wasn't hearing all these allegations. So why is Ike Turner's name so stained if Puffy still get all this benefit of the doubt? I want to know why nobody like Ike. Oh, blah.
It's all about what the jury say at the end of the day. I just say with Diddy, bro, you gotta know, nigga, you $1 billion nigga, you got all this access, all this power. Man, all this old freaky nigga wild nigga doing the tapes and hey, I want to see the man bang on a woman, piss on a dog and all that. Man, bro, you got too much money. You get all these women in the world, man. Nigga can't be doing that. And we got to tell niggas that in the future. Hey, bro, all your little sexual fetishes and stuff like that, bro, which the world shouldn't be privy to what you do in your personal life sexually, as long as they doing it by choice, not by force. But this is what happens, man, when you one of them type of niggas, when you're getting all these people involved and you know what's going on, you think you...
I mean, he is Diddy high profile as well as Cassie. It's not like they could just go to the regular local swingers spots and be a regular. They had to be very calculated and deliberate about just their privacy in engaging in these type of activities. I wonder if their defense team is going to highlight that element. On my mama.
Can't be touched. You think you can't be took down. Oh, yeah, there's always somebody looking to catch you slipping that messes up so they can lock you up. Tell me what y'all think. We got more coming, more videos, all that.
All I think, man, you got to stick to the script. Later, like, I want to stand. Yeah, later. Don't even trip right now. Yeah. I'm more fatal than a twirling tornado. No, I'm playing. But that's hip hop. From the ES, shooting on the set, to CBS, shooting on the set. This time, I ain't mad at the cold case. Fact check, fake tats of the old face. No records, still did numbers. Plats grew like weeds this summer. It's been on ever since I paroled. When me and Master P got blows, California. Tell Raj what's happening. Ask what I'm doing, tell him I'm just rapping. Don't just son, give a fuck what you think of it. Broke a little bread with my bank brothers. I still look out for the rollers. You'll get it later, look out for the rollers. I caught a cold case, then I paroled. Accidentally don't just son, damn I was low. Every day it's a new episode. Ever since a young man I was told, no matter what happens, stick to the script. Scrapping a cabin, stick to the script. Rapping or acting, stick to the script. Now it's lights, camera, action, I stick to the script. I'm no soprano, more like a baritone or a tenor. No pasta for dinner. Hijacking airplanes, shooting a pilot. Till they holler cut, we just shooting a pilot. Producers choose when I walk in the room. All I gotta do is talk in the boom. If the script ain't tight, Spider gon' hike. I'm like, damn, now the writers on strike. They done let the sag in sag. They tell me since you got the swagger, then swag sounds stupid. Calling something this handsome ugly. It don't look good cause the camera love me. Black, white, Latin, it all be ass. They see me on the screen so they call me Cash. Might say CJ or Delante. I feed them well, my meat be the entree. I caught a cold case, then I paroled. Accidentally don't just son, damn I was low. Every day it's a new episode. Ever since a young man I was told, no matter what happens, stick to the script. Scrapping a cabin, stick to the script. Rapping or acting, stick to the script. Now it's lights, camera, action, I stick to the script. You'll get it later once you see the visual. Meantime, you should see the residuals. Money guaranteed like COD. Hollywood look good for my POV. Nowadays, hip-hop boo-boo commercial. Don't do that, but I do commercials. Catch me on rollers with a brick in the panel. When that go off, keep flicking the channel. Satellite, Comcast, DirecTV, anything HD, expect to see me. Might get an Emmy before I get a Grammy. Hustler, I was born with it in me. Came in the game to tell my vision. Now you see my name on the television. Life like a trip, trying to get to the grip. Don't flip for the chips, stick to the script. I caught a cold case, then I paroled. Accidentally domed the sun, damn I was low. Every day it's a new episode. Ever since a young man I was told, no matter what happens, stick to the script. Scrapping a cabin, stick to the script. Rapping or acting, stick to the script. Now it's lights, camera, action, I stick to the script.
Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
It's the homie cook-up boss, goddammit, Cub Low. And y'all tuning in to the Wake and Bake Show with goddammit the homeboy Spider Low.
I'm here with SPI, the realest nigga in LA.
Spider this bitch!
My nigga Spider Low. Spider Low, nigga.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
So Spider looks at me because we go back to the juvenile side of the county.
What the fuck?
My nigga.
Spider Low.
Spider Low. Shout out to SPI, that motherfucking nigga.
Spider Low, Wake and Bake. Better keep it Google, nigga.
Loke is in LA somewhere doing what he's doing.
In the words of Spider Loke on my mama's mama.
Spider Loke's gear. This is Bay Mac.
Nate Blood, C-Mac. Shout out my Loke, Spider Loke, huh? Nate Blood on hood. It's a beautiful world. You fight me? Fight, Craig.
Point blank, do no subliminal dissing. When I listen, I can tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood crib, the marathon
I overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be, yeah.
You are now in the black box. Whoa. With Spider Loke, Most Easty, aka BJ Keyway, and the Google Gang.
Let's go!